2001: A Space Odyssey was directed by Stanley Kubrick and released in 1968. The sound team working on this film was made up of Winston Ryder, the sound editor, and H.L. Bird, the sound mixer. This film is a climactic science fiction production of evolution and space travel to Jupiter. The film is based partially on the short story by Arthur C. Clarke, and soon after the movie release, the book 2001: A Space Odyssey hit the shelves. This movie has found its way onto the AFI Top 100 list for many reasons, one of the major ones being its use of sound. Since the majority of this film occurs in space, it was filmed in front of a blue green screen. Because of this, the sound team had to overcompensate somewhat to make the film seem more believable. In order to do this, they had to use both diegetic and non-diegetic sources of sound, as well as on-screen and off-screen sound. Our book defines diegetic, non-diegetic, on-screen, and off-screen sound as diegetic sound, originates from a source within the film's world. Non-diegetic sound, comes from a source outside the film's world. On-screen sound, emanates from a source we can see. Off-screen sound, can be either diegetic or non-diegetic and derives from a source that we do not see. Diegetic sounds within this film can be the beeping and mechanical sounds of the spaceship Discovery 1 or the sound of wind when the doors are opened. An example of non-diegetic sound is the soundtrack used or anything we can hear that the characters in the movie cannot. On-screen sounds are when we see the characters talking and HAL 9000 making noise. Off-screen sounds can be the sound occurring in the background of a scene, still audible but unseen. This film uses interesting sound techniques to create certain feelings and to emphasize certain events. An example of this is the attempted rescue of Poole when Hal disconnects him from the EVA pod he was attached to. Bowman takes another pod out to rescue him, and the moment he's separated from the main ship, everything goes silent. The sound team manipulated the lack of any sound whatsoever to create an eerie feeling of being completely alone and powerless to accentuate the vastness of space. The only sound that exists in the scene is the dialogue between Hal and Bowman as he tries to reason with the robot to allow them back. The film uses the silence whenever the astronauts enter space to express the disconnectedness that happens within them. 2001: A Space Odyssey is a movie ahead of its time, especially in the sound department. The combination of all types of sound and techniques create a unique experience that takes you on a trip through the galaxy.